Hello, imbecile.
Hello, bozo.
Hello. 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 Oh no.
Hello, brother.
Hello.
All week long.
We ain't late, Dave. What you talking about? Well, maybe a couple minutes, but that's not late for us. That's right on time. Welcome. We got a case. Myself, Credence, and Mikey the Legend. It is time to watch some court, and my God, the hair on that dude down there is just absolutely phenomenal. Jump around a little bit. Different court cases. Licking comes live. We're on it. Fink's getting ready to go, I
think
believe.
he had a toupee and they made him take it off when he got to jail.
Oh, I don't know. Is there any way that he's not criminally insane?
Well, his hair is at least.
Speaking of which, our members only tonight. We just figured out what it's going to be because it's a guy that we wanted to go on live with now because he is live talking about his court appearance and talking about murdering people and other really crazy shit. We'll watch that tonight. It's a little bit too much for this.
Yeah, he's definitely an interesting character. We'll get to know him really well. Plus a couple of things here and there. Throw it in. Make sure if you're not already a member, you hit that join button over here on the Credence and Bishop Show page on YouTube.
Were we that late? Well, I guess so. Yeah.
We weren't that late.
We was talking. We was talking about my poor wife and her. I didn't even tell you this, Mikey. I have her debit card. I'm so worried about her forgetting things and making sure that she has everything that when we pulled up to go get gas, she ran in, grabbed me a few things, and I got gas with her card and never gave her card back. Early this morning, about 6:45, she found out that her flight was pushed to later time, and that left her 20 minutes to connect at Chicago O'Hare, of course, the third largest city in America. 20 minutes. And she's got to carry on, no big deal. Her client will say that she's with 5 giant bags because moving back to Michigan. So she's in the air now, hopefully. And hopefully she makes it. So if you see me checking my phone when it makes weird noises, like now, then
something's going on.
What is the name of this? Is important stuff for my wife. What is the name of the YouTube guy who bought all the real estate? Looked like David smoked a lot. Oh, that's my wife.
I don't know who that is.
YouTube guy that bought all. Oh, that's Ben. Ben. Forget his last name.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah, from Florida. Florida Friday. He used to be on you guys all. I know you guys. She didn't even text me back. That was actually my mother. Anyways, let's jump into court. Yeah. So been a crazy day. Thankfully, dropping her off at the airport was not a big deal, even though it's all under construction, as I guess all airports are.
Constant.
Anyways. Yeah. All right. Let's see what's going on here. And if they go live and you want to jump over, feel free.
Go back here.
Oh, it's a she, her.
Oh, them.
Great. Fantastic.
Score jail.
Anybody know what SCORE stands for?
Scores man got locked up.
So,
Scores man.
Mr. Tualo, you will be released after you are evaluated by a designated mental health practitioner, but at any time later than 4 p.m. on August 10th. Okay.
Oh, Gustavo.
And I think I've signed all the relevant orders. Mr. Tualo, any questions for me or your attorney
Fire
before we
captain?
conclude?
No.
Okay, sir. Thank
Julio
you.
looking rough.
He's seen better days.
Let's go there. And then who, the last person that Mr. Nichols talked to was.
Whatever happened to that courtroom? That courtroom that's in Georgia that we used to go that had the beautiful podium from the shot from the side. What happened to that?
Glenn told us, said they were going off, not doing anything anymore.
Damn.
I know, the side view.
So
Hanging
good.
cord. Yeah, 20 minutes. But said a lot of flights are delayed. I guess that's just common now when you fly. Everything's going to be effed up, I guess. Apparently.
Not enough gas for the plane.
Started off at a great courtroom, I see. And hello, Schuster the Rooster.
You can jump to mine if you want. I got Fink on.
Yeah, when was that at? Mikey just told me that we missed one last night. I went to bed fairly early because I had to get up and take her to the airport.
I went to bed fairly late, not 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock late, but
Oh, is
stayed
that
up
when it
watching
was?
football. Yeah.
We got another
Oh, so he's coming in.
All right.
ladies.
Rico.
Sir, is your true and correct name Stephen Douglas Lindstrom?
That's correct.
And what is your date of birth?
January 20th, 1983.
Thank you. Mr. Gates, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, you've been charged with the crime of driving under the influence alleged to have occurred in Normandy Park, Washington on or about
Is
August
this
5th,
guy an air traffic
2022.
controller?
Contrary to RTW 46
Part-time.
502, this is a gross misdemeanor punishable
right,
by
you're
up to
clear for
364
takeoff.
days in jail and a $5,000 fine with a mandatory minimum penalty given no prior.
Glenn, what was it
convictions and a
there in your
BAC
neck of the
rating
woods
greater
where they
than
said they're not going to be
0.15
on
of
anymore?
2
or
days in jail and a fine of $500.
Is it because of us?
whatever?
Your defense acknowledges receipt of the written complaint, waives further formal reading, enters a plea of not guilty. My office did review with Mr. Lindstrom the nature of the charges, the maximum minimum penalties, also his rights to arraignment. Other than that, nothing from defense at this time.
I saw the person like laying out. I saw the memes, but I didn't get it because
The
I was
court
in
reviewed
on the
sworn
joke.
Statement of Officer Norris. I do find probable cause to detain. Will Mr. Lindstrom be hiring his own attorney?
One moment.
Nice. Why they're not broadcasting court in your neck of the woods anymore? Glenn, did you just wake up or you been daydreaming?
He'll be
Both.
hiring private more than likely.
All right. In that case, I will set this on a Thursday.
Oh, we're just setting in times and all that. Where we at? Here? Oh, okay. Here's-
Potential of not appearing in court. So on the 22 FB 1254, which is the case that alleges that you are stalking Miss Arnold.
Oh,
Some flight risk is indicated there because there's a court order ordering you to not have contact with her. That's been in effect since September, the PPO, which you knew about, and now are accused of violating the PPO as well as this new stalking charge, which is related to the PPO. So there's at least some flight risk, if not some actual potential danger to Miss Arnold. And on the other file, you've heard what the prosecutor had to say about that incident. And I don't know whether you're going to be convicted of these things or not, but what you're accused of is something that represents a danger to the community. You have a fairly lengthy criminal history with lots of charges of violence and also many convictions. So I think for that reason, a bond is appropriate in all of these cases. So
you don't want everybody to see the
I'm
wires
going
hanging
to
everywhere.
do it like this.
I understand.
On the aggravated stalking case, the bond is 15,000 cash or surety, no 10%. The court date will be August 18th, 2022, 9 a.m.
What's the worst thing that can happen?
No contact with Marianne Arnold. Do not go to her address on International Drive. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs, no firearms.
I drive. That's where all the good,
Or
fun
not
things are to
able
do in
in
Orlando,
Michigan
but we're
without
not in Orlando.
permission. of the court. No criminal behavior, no assaultive behavior. On 22 F 55107, I'm setting the bond in that matter at $15,000 cash or surety, no 10%. The probable
some
cause
hardcore
contest
stalking,
would
huh?
be August 18th
15,000, no 10%
2022.
cash or surety.
at approximately 9 a.m.
That means
No
nobody wants you
contact
out.
with the alleged victim, Ronald Sims. Do not go to Share Avenue. I'm also going to order you not to go to the Delanis Center, which is where
He
this
can't go anywhere.
occurred.
Oh, shit. Stay home. Yes, Dave. Well, good news. We've only been live for a few minutes, and we
You're welcome.
are number 3, baby. Woohoo! That's something to celebrate.
Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. On the PPO, alleged PPO violation, which is
I mean, that's above licking, and licking's in 4th, and they're not even on.
1689 PP. And that one, I'm putting the bond at 5,010%. And the court date for that will be Monday, August 8th at
You should have been
1:30
stalking
p.m.
over to
Not having
licking.
contact with
Had a
me on
nice,
that
fun
audit.
weekend out and about, doing whatever he'd
Any
like.
questions about the bonds or the conditions?
He's got $1 billion bonds.
All right, you're all set, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
double
we
F
have
send
Mr.
over.
Brian now in the Oakland County Jail. Mr. Brian, we're gonna send you to a breakout room with a public defender so you can have a minute to have a private conversation, okay?
While they're over in the breakout room, let's jump over to 3B real quick and just see what's going on. A interesting wood paneling room here they're in.
Mr. LeBray is dotting all the i's and crossing all the t's to make sure this is done correctly.
Nice microphone.
And
I believe that's one of those blue things.
It's a snowball.
when is the last time you had any contact with Mr. Jordan or anyone on behalf of this?
At least 12 months.
No. Kay, what is that about?
Is there new ownership of the park?
No.
Okay, so the existing owners, you're just trying to take care of some of this old business.
Correct.
The reason I ask, a lot of mobile home parks are being bought up by large corporations, venture
Smart.
capital firms and others.
Lot rent alone. Thank you. $2 make you holla. Thank you, Flesh.
Got double and triple their lot rent.
Anticipation trophy.
That's not the circumstance here. All right, we'll continue this matter to August 12th at 8.
Oh, we missed the entire damn thing.
Our next matter is set for 1:25, so we have to wait 7 minutes.
Well, we ain't waiting there, Judge Middleton.
Fink is slid over to the side to, get a snort.
A little bump off her Monster Energy drink.
Uh,
That's what he was talking about.
absolutely.
I heard Chuck, but again, East Coast, very late at night.
Chuck, it was after 1:30 here. I mean, I just gone
No,
to
I-
bed. Come on, man.
What's your name,
Should we-
please, sir?
Should we rename everything so that everybody knows that, like, past midnight, you just shit out of luck for the most part?
Yes.
That's why we always say we'll catch as many live chases as we can.
Okay.
Okay,
So, Mr. Anderson, you're here in front of me on 2 things. One of them is just a collections matter. You just owe fines and court costs on this.
Remember that day?
Um,
Jesus Christ. Yes.
And then the other one is something that you shouldn't be in front of me for at all.
Right,
Yeah, you're scheduled actually in front of Judge Simpson on the 16th. I think they're having me see you because you're in jail. There's no bench warrant on that file, so I'm just I'm gonna go ahead and handle that one for you.
Morgan
Elliot,
Freeman.
because it's here,
Stop.
so it's easier and better if we just go ahead and do that, okay?
I appreciate it.
All right, let's start with your contact information. I have your mailing address on Victor. Is that a good place for you to get mail from the
Yes.
court? Okay, and then you.
I'm
when you
not
met
gonna
with,
turn up the volume. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a preview of what tonight's members only has to do with.
But your
There's a lot to take in that
street
word.
There
address
is. It's gonna be. It's gonna be
1665?
him tonight.
1655. Okay,
He's been going for like an hour. And by the way, there was only one person on watching him.
He loves Pulp Fiction.
that might be
No.
hard to say.
So if you're not a member,
Now's the time to join.
City of
a
Ypsilanti
good
versus
day.
Patrick Anderson, 1720592. Your office was previously appointed on that matter, Ms. Reed.
I could see that. It's a little extra bald.
will
I
point
just
on
want to
that
make up
one.
shit that he's saying right now.
Thank you. Sylvana Reed, Assistant Public Defender with and on behalf of Mr. Anderson. We have reviewed both cases, so we'll waive a formal reading and stand mute.
Okay, you can address bond when you're ready.
Thank you. We would just like to ask for a PR bond in both matters. I did note that there was a request for no contact with an individual in the new case, and he does agree to comply with that. And he is from the area, has been living in the area for a while, lives currently with his parents. So again, we would just like to ask for a PR
His
bond.
parents are still alive?
Okay.
I think he looks older than he is.
So on the older file, which is 1720592, which is the file
paddle
where
boating
you
at night,
spend
that's
money
not
on a driving while
thing, is it,
license
Angela?
suspended case.
Good fishing?
For that one, a personal recognizance bond, and your court date will be on August 15th.
It's because I would call him trash. Tonight's members only tonight. It'll be
Speaking of
on
members.
Yeah.
A big thank you to Pike
Not this
Hunter,
coming Monday,
3-month
but the
member,
following week.
and he likes
And that'll be
fish.
at 1:30 PM in person. in front
and
of
what I
Judge
just
Gaddy
hallelujah real loud over that.
In the courthouse
Bush.
on Michigan Avenue.
He likes Bush.
Any questions about that case?
No, man.
You
Who
owe
wore it better?
$270 on
Judge
that.
Fink or
So when you go on that day, you can get on a payment plan.
Okay.
Anytime somebody's making a big
Okay,
statement
and
with no
then
shirt on, I listen.
11178, the court date will be August 16th, which is a Tuesday. That's a pretrial that will be over Zoom. I'm giving you a personal recognizance bond on that matter as well.
I am the son of God and the authority. First thing that it says. here.
The person request that you not have contact with is a person named Ciro Stewart.
Right, that's my cousin, yeah.
Who that?
Yeah, man,
Oh,
my cousin.
Okay, is it okay though if
Yes.
if at this time you don't go to
That's
the
fine.
hospital and don't have contact
He's
with
like a
him?
really nice guy,
That's
doesn't he?
fine. That's
All right.
fine.
He really does seem like a nice
Okay.
dude.
So no contact with Ciro Stewart. I'm just gonna order you not to be at St. Joe's. I know that's not the name of it anymore, but I'm just calling
Is
it.
it a
I still
hospital?
call Macy's Hudson, so, and I don't adjust.
Well,
words.
you know, they did just turn Pine Knob back into Pine Knob, so
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes
It was
things
ne-
come
it
up
was
now.
never not, it was
Talking
never not.
treatment facilities or trailer
Officially-
parks?
Here on that.
officially though.
Yeah, I was actually there,
At
in,
St. Joe's
must have been
Trailer
in
Park.
June, and the
Reminds
guy
me,
that was
tomorrow,
one of the security guards
what time?
was saying to everyone, welcome back to Pine Knob.
I heard about it. and everything.
Yeah, I know.
So,
And then
you
he
know,
said to me,
everything
yeah,
comes back
I said, I'm
around.
glad to be back. Then he said to me, I hope this time you're not gonna fall down the hill.
Oh, so
I'm
you
having a
remember
good time here, boy.
I've never fallen down the hill. I've been there when other people have. People I've been with have fallen down the hill, but not me. Okay,
Oh,
the key to that is to stay sitting.
inside
That's how
jokes.
you manage that.
Yeah,
Okay, so don't go to St. Joe's on Huron River Drive. No illegal drugs, no weapons, and do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. No criminal behavior, no assaultive behavior. Okay, any questions about that case?
No, man.
All right, and I I think that's everything then.
He's got to get out. His kid's
So
moving
if
back.
you're all set, then I'm all set, and they'll let you out as soon as they process you, okay?
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you, good luck.
So I'm all good to go. I'm good. I'm
Yes,
clear
you
everything.
are. Yep,
Okay,
thank
good to
you.
go. Okay, all right, thank you.
You have a lovely weekend, sir. If you see my wife, tell her I say hello.
He's gonna be hanging out at St. Joe's tonight with Emily.
Yeah, I can't tell what St. Joe's is. There's a river and there's a bunch of walking trails and stuff, but I'm guessing it's a facility that they're talking about.
He said, "Stay away from St. Joe's."
I think they're talking about a river. Oh, they're not even live over here at Cowlitz. Effing liars.
Oh, look, this guy's having a time. First
That's
time
how-
walking.
That's how I sit down when we're not
I'll be
live.
right with you, just one moment.
He was like knuckling it.
That was quite a debacle. It sounds like it, right? Loud. I mean, St. Joe's just sounds like a hospital. Well, we got a second. So 1 o'clock tomorrow, Mad Cave and Mikey going to be on live here on the channels doing a Who Dis, it's called.
That's right. Who dis? Make sure you're with us. It's a little bit of something we like to think of. Spied Life has had a lot of families come through during times we were there, not there. We decided we would celebrate them by figuring out who dis by going through a couple of the older families with you guys. Some of our favorites, Dina tomorrow.
What's your name, please?
David Byer.
David's here.
Byer.
Eminem family, Shovel Face, all tomorrow. So make sure you join
Mr.
us.
Byer, I have your address on Pawston Road in Tipton. Is that a good place for you to get mail from the court?
Yes.
And
Dave's not here. Did she just say, oh, shit?
oh, I forgot to put in Mr. Anderson's email and phone number on the case I already sent you.
Eh?
Okay,
Who dis?
all right, hang on. All of a sudden, there's a lot of stuff happening. Sit tight for 1 second.
The M
Mr.
family.
Byer. Okay, let's do this. Mr. Byer, I'm gonna handle something else because I've got people in custody in other locations. So if you just want to hang out in there for a minute, I'm gonna handle something else. Then we'll do you while someone meets with,
Nice.
what is your name there?
Getting spicy.
Are you Miss Berry or Miss Turner?
Gotta get it where you get it, no matter what.
What it
Right,
is.
so let's do Austin Bryan first, and then I'll send someone to me.
Austin
Turner.
Bryan, obvious murder,
While
right?
that's
With a name
happening,
like
we'll
that.
handle Mr. Byer.
Several convictions.
Okay. Mr. Hawthorne, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
State of Michigan versus Austin Bryan, 22F20153. Mr. Bryan.
Kev, hell yeah, we'll see you 6 o'clock. Members only. That dude right here.
We only need about 50 more of you to do the same thing Kev did. Let's do it.
Yeah, I've been incarcerated, Your Honor, so I have retained counsel on this case, so we were going to be handling this soon, so this just came up. So I guess since it came up today, I'll proceed forward.
Oh yeah, the new Eminem family.
So do you want Mr. Hawthorne's office appointed
The
going
gamers,
forward or
right.
just for today?
For today, as it stands right now. Your
Okay.
Honor.
All right.
Or two
go ahead
first
when
names.
You're ready, Mr. Hawthorne. I'm
Mhm.
appointing your office for purposes of the arraignment.
Thank you,
I
Your
think
Honor. Calvin Hawthorne, Public Defender Fellow.
I think it's
requesting
two
permission
first
to appear
names for a
before the
murderer,
court on
and then
behalf
you've
of
got
Mr.
the
Bryan
psycho crazy
under
killers.
Michigan
Are
Code
the
Rule
three.
8.120 with the supervision of Assistant
fair.
Public Defender Silvana Reed.
Granted.
Thank you. Your Honor, Mr. Bryan will waive reading and stand mute to the charges.
Okay, you may respond when you're ready.
We're asking for a low cash bond so that Mr. Bryan can get credit for time served. He will be held in Oakland County Jail until at least October.
Damn. That's a while.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. McDuffie.
Your Honor, this is another case that includes a copy of the PPO with a report. It looks like this is also a potential violation, and that PPO is valid until August 30th of this year.
So there should be a PPO violation on this as well?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Kev. Appreciate that.
Tell a friend, Kev.
Okay. Well, we don't have that. Nobody gave us We didn't get all the information we needed today. Oh, it's a Wayne County PPO. So it doesn't matter. We don't have to see him on that.
All right. You want to jump over to Travis County? He's got a full boat.
Hell yeah, let's go. Oh my.
If you're not from the United States, you have the right to
Oh, wow,
request
we're just starting
or
over here.
contact the embassy of your home country.
You filthy criminals.
Y por último, si no es usted de los Estados Unidos, tiene derecho de solicitar que contactemos a la embajada de su país de origen para
French.
informarles que está aquí detenido.
I don't understand.
Is there anyone here who's not from the United States and you want us to contact the home embassy?
¿Hay alguna persona presente aquí que no sea de los Estados Unidos y quiere pedir que contactemos a la embajada de su país?
Anybody?
¿Alguien?
All right. I know all of you want to get out of jail. If you're able to get out of jail, make sure you show up for all of your court dates.
True.
Bien, yo sé que todos quieren lograr salir de la cárcel. Si
¿Ah?
lograra salir de la cárcel, debe volver a comparecer en la corte a todas sus próximas citas.
If you don't, you'll be rearrested and be a lot more difficult for you to get out of jail once you're back here.
Don't
Si
mess
no lo
with me.
hace, lo van a volver a detener y será más difícil volver a salir de la cárcel cuando lo hayan detenido de nuevo.
So if you're able to get out of jail, don't throw away your paperwork. Pay attention to when you need to be at court.
Si logra salir entonces de la cárcel bajo fianza, asegúrese de volver a comparecer.
Are you guys
a todas
typing
sus
really
citas,
bad
no
shit
vaya
right
a
now?
botar los documentos que le entreguen con esos informes y esté atento a sus citas cuando tiene que comparecer.
There are 4 ways to get out of jail.
Hay 4 formas para salir de la cárcel.
Right.
First way is to qualify for a personal bond.
La primera de ellas es que podría calificar para una fianza de palabra de honor.
If you were to qualify for a personal bond, you'd be released for free based on your promise to come to all your court dates.
Si calificara para recibir la fianza de palabra de honor, puede ser liberado gratuitamente. Solo está basado en su promesa que va a volver a comparecer a sus próximas citas en la corte.
And then stocked his
You have a bond amount set, but you wouldn't have to pay
mini
the bond
refrigerator
amount
with
in order
lots
to get
of
out jail.
Corona.
Le fijarían una cantidad de fianza en su caso, sin embargo, no tendría que pagar esa cantidad
I
para
heard they
ser
got a
liberado.
W last night.
You would have to pay a one-time
Great game.
$40
Sports.
personal bond fee within a week after your release, and an envelope would be attached to your paperwork to send that in.
Solo tendría que pagarse una sola vez una cuota, ya sea de 20 a $40.
be telling
una
them
semana
anything, by the way.
después de ser liberado.
Is
y
this
le
for
entregarán
all
los
of them? Are they
documentos con,
all
los
Spanish
informes para
speaking? Is
enviar
that why
ese
we're doing
pago
this, or
cuando
one or
salga.
two of them are?
Now, personal bonds are offered in instances where the case is not too
Probably like
serious,
one.
and where we have a reasonable certainty that you'll come to court when you're supposed to, and that you won't be a danger to others or society if we let you out of jail while your case is pending.
Esa fianza de palabra de honor se les puede otorgar en aquellos instantes cuando su delito no es grave y se ha determinado con certeza razonable que va a volver a comparecer a todas sus citas en la corte como se le indique. Y además no se cree que pondríamos en peligro al público en general o a la sociedad en general si se le dejara en libertad mientras que tiene los cargos pendientes.
So we'll look at the facts of your case, your criminal record, your references, your history of coming to court in the
Has-
past. When I call your name,
References?
and on the personal bond.
Has he gotten demoted or something?
Entonces,
Because they
vamos
don't even
a
have his name on there
examinar
anymore.
Los hechos relacionados con
Magistration.
los cargos,
Court
sus
judge.
antecedentes
this is a
penales,
Magistration.
sus preferencias, su historial previo con respecto a acudir a la corte. si ha
Are those
tenido
no
casos
name
previos.
brand paper towels?
Entonces, cuando le llame por nombre, yo le haré saber cuál es el estatus de esta fianza.
If you qualify, you'll be released in the next few hours.
Si califica, podrá ser
Hola,
liberado en las próximas
Mavis.
horas.
If
See?
you don't qualify, you have 3 other ways.
Congratulations, by the way, Fred Franklin
No
dropping
califica,
5 new
tiene
memberships, and they're already grabbed.
para salir.
Those 3 ways. Bail bondsman,
Thank you to our new members who are George, Stephen, Wheezy,
Y esas otras 3
Lisa
formas
White,
serían
uh,
o se
Ska.
puede contratar
all of
a una
Congratulations on your free membership.
puede contratar a un abogado,
See, it's 6 o'clock
puede pedir
East
que
for
alguien
members
venga aquí
only. It's going to be a
mismo a
good
la
one tonight.
cárcel
I
y
promise you that.
pague la
Thank you,
cantidad de la
Double F.
fianza en su totalidad en efectivo.
If you hire a bail bondsman or lawyer, it's between you and them, how much they charge and what they can do for you.
Hey,
Si contratara
listen, no matter what they're doing, yes,
afianzadora
or
a
his
un
balls hurt. You
abogado,
can do that. Men
entonces
can do
lo
that,
que ellos le
Amy, to
cobren y que lo que
eliminate some
pueden
pain.
ellos hacer por ustedes eso va a
Uh,
quedar entre usted y ellos.
I just keep thinking about
I can tell you that in
the
Travis
toe
County,
pickers.
most
You
bail
know?
bondsmen tend to charge around 10%.
The guy with the blonde hair right there on the end.
Puedo decirles
Fan favorite.
en el condado
Um,
de Travis, la mayoría
I
de
noticed now when you go into our chat on YouTube,
cobran alrededor
it
de
asks you if you want to be in the running for free memberships now. So it gives
Oh,
you
that's smart.
a prompt and you just click the little thing and boom, you're in there.
Si tiene una fianza de $5,000, consigue a un fiador, el fiador podría cobrarle alrededor de $500 o más como cuota para salir.
Likewise, you can hire a lawyer, an attorney can come down here and try to convince me or one of the other judges to give you a personal bond that you weren't able to get on your own.
I like the way he talks.
Yeah, it's like no nonsense. Like,
contratar
you
al
can try.
abogado. El abogado puede venir aquí mismo para tratar de convencerme.
I don't know
a
why I don't mind her
que
speaking the
de que se
language
le
right
deba
now.
conceder
Usually
una
we
fianza de palabra de honor que no pudo conseguir,
run away.
por
There's a
su
translator.
An attorney can advocate on your behalf based on the unique facts of your case and your situation and try to get you a personal bond.
Jeanette, I don't think you are, but I think that somebody else
abogado
may have
puede
slipped in a few
abogar
bad,
por usted basado en los
bad
hechos
things.
únicos de su caso
Arriba, arriba, ándale, arriba.
y puede ayudarle a que consiga esa fianza de palabra de honor.
If you don't have the
that
money to
song.
hire your own lawyer, you can request a court-appointed lawyer, and your court-appointed lawyer can do the same thing and try to get
Sí.
you a personal bond.
Y si no tiene el dinero para contratar a un abogado particular, puede solicitar que la corte le otorgue abogado de oficio.
We're learning.
Y ese abogado de oficio haría lo mismo por usted, intentaría conseguirle
In
una fianza
Spanish.
de palabra de honor.
Last way to get out of jail is to pay the full amount of the bond in cash.
Y la última forma para salir de
Cash?
la cárcel es que podría
I
pagar
thought you're not allowed to use
toda la
cash anymore.
cantidad
The full
entera de la
amount of
fianza
cash?
en efectivo.
If someone comes down to the jail with the full amount of the bond, not 10%, but the full amount in cash, cashier's check or money order, then you'll be released. And as long as you come to all your court dates at the end of your case, you'll get your money back.
Si consigue que alguien venga
Uh-oh.
aquí a la cárcel y pague la cantidad
Oh, what?
de fianza en su totalidad,
Happening.
You're charging your plea. First matter is 22 TRC 1177, Cigar versus Kara Cox.
What? What?
Owner's
Mr. Dawson is present with the defendant.
Boner.
Mr. Dawson
Hello,
is
Boner.
Boner, 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 boner.
Nicely dressed lady. First in the courtroom today.
Patient, treatment patient. And she did not get notice of the new court date, and that's why. She contacted me immediately after she got out, and now she wants to have the warrant removed and proceed with.
Are we just doing in person?
She wants to set for trial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got
have you
three.
contacted the Judge's office.
I have not. I'll get in touch with them today.
Okay, where she was in Shepherd Hill. Where are you living now, Ms. Cox?
231 North 14th Street, apartment C.
Okay.
It's
She's
like
just
right
nervous.
231.
Mhm.
Okay.
Surely people got arrested last night in Licking, right? I mean,
Could have been a good night.
they just popped on.
She missed court.
I believe so, Your Honor. I was having problems getting the docket to pull up. I was going to double check that.
Okay, I'll release you on your recognizance. Get reset with Judge Stanberry.
She's kind of hot.
Thank you.
Shocker. We tune in for one and
22 CRB 1164.
Yeah.
Versus JC Crothers.
What's he in for?
Is it Jace? Jace.
She's in for a good time tonight's what she's in for.
She's off for the weekend.
Oh,
I mean, him, at least it looks like he's got a job.
Got a job, or he just really loves that attire.
Mr. Crowley, I have a complaint here charging you with theft. Did you receive a copy of that complaint?
Stole that shirt.
Yes, Your Honor.
From a working man.
You was right for me to read that aloud to you. Do you need me to read it to you today? Would you please? Okay. It states that the Heath Police Department, being duly sworn according to law, deposes and says on about the 2nd day of July 2022 in the city of Heath, Licking County, Ohio, one Jace E. Carruthers did knowingly, with purpose to deprive the owner of property value less than $1,000, obtain or exert control over said property without the consent of the owner or one authorized to.
It's true.
Contrary to section 2913.02 of the revised code of misdemeanor of the first degree, this crime is commonly known as theft. The maximum penalty for theft is 180 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. You have any questions about that, Sheriff?
Yeah, what do I steal to get that $1,000?
The only question I have is, there's a date of arrest on here.
Uh-oh.
Never arrested. I didn't know if that had anything to do.
No, they sent a summons out.
Okay, so
where are you seeing that?
Right here, it says date of arrest, right under my race and sex.
Technicality, Creed.
Oh, okay.
Set them free.
Yeah, they put the date of the offense in there. But yeah, no, I know you weren't arrested. They sent this out in the mail to you. Did you get it in the mail? Yeah.
Oh, Angela, that does sound like fun.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Like
I don't know
anything
why.
could happen, Angela.
Anything.
I had somebody else ask me the same question a couple weeks ago. Okay. How would you like to plead today?
Not guilty.
Good call.
Dave, thank you. You reminded me. It's $5 Friday here on the channel. Thank you.
It's got to be our last $5 Friday, Creed, or we're going to go bankrupt.
Okay, if you need a court appointed attorney, get that paperwork filed today, okay? Sure. Thank you.
Officer Report Shop reporting for duty. All right, next one that's just going to get right out.
This other guy's sick. He's got a mask on.
22 CRB 1143 and 22 CRB.
Come on, you can do it.
No, not yet, James, but I think that Angela's going to be naked sometime after 5 near the lake. Just FYI.
Be a lot of paddling
Look
tonight.
for the paddleboards.
Yeah. Yep. Set the table there. I have 2 complaints here.
I hope this is not all the
Charging
licking
with
we
failure
get
to
today.
confine a dog. Did you receive a copy of those?
I need more licking than this.
Do you need me to read those to you today?
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. The maximum penalty for those offenses is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. There's a mandatory minimum fine of $75.
Did you see that Fred
Any
Franken's
question
trying to be a
about
whore
those?
again?
He's going back to whoring.
Yeah, the dog definitely got loose.
Okay.
It isn't my dog. I'm keeping him for a soldier.
Okay.
What happened was in
That's an episode of
January,
King of the Hill.
my granddaughter was married to someone
Boomauer.
and she died. And they were in housing in Texas where they lived on base. And after she died, they made him move off of on-base housing onto on-base, or like he was on off-base, and they put him on base, so he couldn't take the dog.
Okay.
That's it.
So
I'm
just
gonna kick
keeping
your ass.
this
Then I'm gonna
21-year-old
reenact
having
kicking your
lessons.
ass.
You know, it's just been hard. You know, I lost my granddaughter, and now, you know, we're getting in trouble over the dog.
And COVID.
And the dog.
And it's hard.
Bridget?
Neighbors doesn't like us. and
Happy Friday.
It happened again last night, so probably she cameraed me last night trying to catch him, but
I think
he
a
just-
Werman.
he's a good dog, except he
Mormon.
just gets free. He just
Nigel's
is like, hey, I'm free, and he's like
Mm.
running and it's like, oh my God. But I'm not gonna have him for
On base, off base. I'm so confused.
get an apartment there.
She's really doing nothing to help her case by saying the dog was so outlandishly bad she couldn't even control it last night.
You don't have a fence or anything, I take it? or
Yeah, I
you
have
do?
a fence,
Okay.
but what happens is he knows how to open the garage door.
Okay.
What?
Fence is 8 feet tall. He can't get out of my backyard.
Okay.
And I've
But-
put like something around the whole bottom of my fence so he can't even dig.
Okay.
But I have grandkids.
Bullshit.
16 grandkids, and anyway, it's just hard, like, last night.
How many?
what happened was Brianna was going.
I believe
into the
16.
garage, And Maverick got out, and he just.
Who let the dogs out?
The garage did. Duh.
You know, I'm gonna ask him.
She says the dog knows how to open it. I bet it was one of those 16 asshole grandkids that let the dog out.
Everybody else has dogs and stuff, you know?
Okay. You want to plead guilty then today?
Absolutely, I'm
Okay.
100% guilty. I mean, it's totally. um,
That's
it's
the
the
honest.
truth. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Okay. You understand that a guilty plea is a complete admission of your guilt?
It's
Absolutely.
$75.
Giving up
Pay
the right
it.
To have a trial.
Yeah.
Okay. I accept your guilty pleas. I find you guilty.
The power of the
Yeah,
internet at my
minimum
fingertips, true
fine,
enough.
$75 on each one. And I'll waive your costs. on
The
one of these.
incredible internet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
When it
So
works.
anyway, I might be back because he got out last night. I
Okay.
don't know.
Oh, no. Oh, thank you, Angela, for the $2. She's going to be back on Monday. Angela.
Trying my hardest.
Okay.
And my grandkids are doing a lot better at like just being careful. I watch.
Thank you.
And not opening the garage door.
We're in summer, so.
Yeah,
they're
I
at my
understand.
house.
I understand. Almost all these cases are people that have
Oh, straight from the factory, Tiff.
Look at that.
It's hard. Well, it's mentally hard because of the reason I have him.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I
She's still
understand. Sorry
going,
to hear
Mikey.
that.
She's
Yeah,
still-
he's trying to get up and leave for the.
So
He's
how do I
done.
pay that? What do I do? I've never. This is my first time I ever.
You can pay.
I've never
you-
even got a speeding ticket. My first time in court ever in my life.
Well, now, and
Um,
now you're in troubles.
You can pay today if you're able to.
Yeah, I'll just whatever I need to pay. I'll just
Yeah.
pay it.
Okay.
Yep, yep. All right.
I don't wanna do that. I don't-
Just you'll go to the clerk's office and you can pay them.
Oh.
Credit or
Where do I go to the clerk office?
he'll take you.
Hey,
He's
now.
gonna take you there.
Okay.
Check. People still write checks. Did he just say check?
Sure.
there we go.
I'll take one of
Contact
those.
pretrial services to set up an appointment with them so they can walk you through that process and answer any questions you have. That number will be attached to your paperwork when you get out of jail. You understand that?
This guy has no arms.
Do not drive until you get that installed on your car. You want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire
You
your own lawyer?
definitely shouldn't be driving.
Right now, court appointed, but do I have the option to hire one after the fact?
Yes, if you decide later to hire your own, they can substitute in for the court-appointed lawyer.
10-4.
Any questions?
Sure.
Good luck.
She wanted to hang out in court all day with the judge. There's no doubt about that. Let's go to trial. Let's go to
Mr.
trial.
Bondi?
$75 fine.
By the way, you also have to be screened for alcohol counseling. You can have a piece of paper telling you when and where to go to do that, okay?
Understood.
Christopher Garcia. Mr. Garcia, you're charged with a state jail felony theft of a firearm. Your bond amount is set at $15,000. You're not gonna get a personal bond because you're already out on bond on a bunch of cases and you're not supposed to be possessing firearms allegedly. So you need to hire an attorney or a bail bondsman to get out. Bail bondsman may charge you 10%, which in this case would be $1,500. You'll have an opportunity to use the phone in just a little bit. Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
I have my own lawyer.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Good luck. Colby Johnson. Mr. Johnson, you're charged with a Class B misdemeanor driving while intoxicated. Your bond amount set at $3,000. You refused to interview for a personal bond. Why is that?
No, I definitely did want to do a personal bond.
Well, when they came to talk to you, maybe you're just too intoxicated. I don't know, but you wouldn't cooperate with their interview. I'm going to send them back to interview you one more time. If you cooperate, you'll get a personal bond. If not, you're going to need to bond out some other way. Do you understand that?
I did an interview with the lady yesterday.
Well, they're telling me that that you did not cooperate in the interview.
She asked where I worked, where I used to work, where I live, where I used to live. She asked me a whole bunch of questions.
Okay, this is why Stoney's
Well,
cameras.
maybe I haven't got the updated thing. If get the updated thing, then I'll sign the personal bond. Otherwise, you're gonna need to interview again, and I'll send them back to you, okay?
The interviewer is where they ask for a person's number to contact and then they contact. the
Yeah, that's
person.
right.
Yeah, so I did do that.
Okay. All right, well, then they should bring me a personal bond and I'm gonna sign it. You have 2 conditions on your bond that you need to comply with. Number 1. you're
Keep that
required to
hair
report
dyed
to a
blonde.
Supervision officer while your case is pending and be subject to random drug tests by that supervision officer. Do you understand that? So when you get out of jail today, you can have a piece of paper with the name and number of a person you need to contact within the next 24 hours. You need to report into them whenever they require. Second of all, you're required to be screened for some type of drug counseling. When you get out of jail,
Like
you
this
have a
guy.
paper telling you when and where to go to do that. You need to do the screening and then do whatever it is they recommended in terms of classes or counseling. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
Hire my own lawyer.
Do you have any questions?
No, so when can they bring you this paper so I can get out of jail?
You'll get out of jail this afternoon.
Thank you.
Maybe. He's on there with Knox. I've heard that was the way it worked. Guy was trying to get a little attitude with the judge. Judge ain't playing around. He's pushing through.
All right, Maurice Sauls. Mr. Sauls, you're charged with a Class A misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury to a family or household member. Your bond amount set at $7,500. You're not going to get a personal bond because of the nature of the allegations and concerns about safety of the victim when you're released. You do have, you're going to have to go through an attorney or a bail bondsman. Bail bondsman may be willing to do it for 10%, which would be $750. An attorney actually already came by and picked up some paperwork to work on your case. Just FYI, if he hasn't visited you already, I believe your daughter was contacted him to try to assist you.
Oh no, not his
You do have an
daughter.
emergency protective order that's being issued in your case, Mr. Sauls, that you're going to need to comply with. And I'm going to explain what that means. This is for the protection of your brother Maurice Chester Sauls, and it prohibits you from doing 4 things. First of all, you're prohibited from committing family violence against him, which is already illegal. Second of all, you're prohibited from communicating with him or members of his household or family in a threatening or harassing manner. So if you have any contact with him over the phone or something like that, you need to be careful how you communicate with him. Third, you are prohibited from going within 200 yards of 2101 East Bend White's Boulevard Service Road eastbound Unit 909. That's not where you live, right?
I live in 1911, 17. I don't even know what none of that stuff going on about.
So you don't, so how far away do you live from him?
I don't know where he lives. He came to my house where I stay at my daughter's birthday.
All right, I know. What I'm telling you is that address on 2101 East Bend White Boulevard, you cannot go within 200 yards of that address. Do you understand that?
It is. I don't even know where it is, sir.
Well, you need to look it up when you get out and make sure you don't go within 200 yards of it.
I don't know where my brother lives, but if you have his address, I'd like to hear it. Oh yeah, I definitely won't be going there, Your Honor.
Okay. And you're gonna get a copy of this to remind you of the address so you can look it up. Okay.
I don't know about none of that kind of stuff. My daughter will take care of my stuff and the paperwork and stuff for me. I don't know about none of that kind of stuff they talk about on the computer stuff and none of that. That's why I don't understand how I got involved in this stuff right here. Those are stuff.
Okay.
Computer definitely has something to do with it.
Well, here's the thing, Mr. Sauls. It's your responsibility to stay 200 yards away from that address on 2101 East Bend White, which means it's your responsibility to find out where that is and not to go there.
I don't go nowhere anyway, sir. I be at home every day. That's what I'm saying.
Nevertheless, I'm just telling you that you can't go within 200 yards of that address. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
And if you don't have access to technology to be able to figure out where it is, ask your friend to look it up on their cell phone and they can tell you. I'm just telling you that if you violate it, you're going to be rearrested. And I know neither one of us wants that, right?
Yes, sir. I don't know. I keep saying I don't understand what he's saying. I mean, I don't even remember back to the address or nothing. I don't even go that way. I don't go nowhere at all. I just cut a few yards.
You don't go nowhere.
Well, keep it that way.
All right.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
And then lastly, well, you're not allowed to carry a firearm or ammunition while this protective order is in effect. And then lastly, You are not allowed to have any contact with him at all, not even by phone or text message or email. You cannot call him or have any contact with him. Understood?
Never do so. I don't know, talk to him at all. That's why I understand how this come up like that.
Exactly.
I don't talk to him at all. You come by to see my dad, that's it. That's,
This protective order is going to last for 2 months until October 5th. You're going to get a copy of it. Make sure you read it and comply with it, because if you violate it, it is punishable by up to a year in jail. Understood? Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
Or a code appointed, I don't know.
I don't know
Yeah,
nothing about lawyers.
I just need to get a code appointed.
Oh, no,
Safe
no,
to
no.
say,
Good luck.
he's gonna be
Wait,
lawyers.
Cozy.
safe to say he's gonna be at that address within an hour of being out, right?
They told him what it was like 80 times.
Stop it right now, right?
Yeah, I was gonna see if you've seen him yet or not.
I can call him back up.
They should. They'd have a nice date together, wouldn't
Okay,
they?
thanks. Mr. Hosey, you are charged with a first-degree felony aggravated robbery. Your bond amount on that is $100,000. You have another first-degree felony aggravated robbery.
How
with a
much?
bond amount of $40,000. And then you have a third charge, which is a second-degree felony aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Your bond amount on that is $20,000. The total amount of your bond is $160,000. You're not going to get a personal bond. You're going to need to hire an attorney or a bail bondsman to get out. You'll have an opportunity to use the phone a little bit. If you do postpone and get out of jail, Mr. Hosey, you are going to be required to be on an electronic monitor, which means if you postpone, the monitoring agency is going to come and install a monitor on your leg, and you are required to go straight home, and you'll be under house arrest. You're not allowed to leave the house except by permission of the monitoring agency. You understand that?
Wow.
Second of all, you have an emergency protective order that's being issued in your case with regard to the aggravated assault family violence charge. This is for the protection of Marissa Fleming, and it prohibits you from doing 4 things. You're prohibited from committing family violence against her. Secondly, you're prohibited from communicating with her or members of her household or family in a threatening or harassing manner. Third, in this case, you're prohibited from having any contact with her or members of her household or family at all, not by phone, email, text message, or in any other way. Do you understand that? And fourth, you're prohibited from carrying a firearm or ammunition. You have a concealed handgun license that is suspended. This protective order is going to last for 2 months for 3 months till November 5th. You're going to get a copy. Make sure you read it and comply with it, because if you violate it, it is punishable by up to a year in jail. Okay. You're also not allowed to possess firearms at all as long as this case is pending in court, however long that happens to be. Do you want a court-appointed attorney, Mr. Hosey, or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
Court appointed.
Do you have any questions?
Hey, that's
No.
right. Any YouTube members
Look.
that have not
Wesley
gotten into
Perkins.
that, then contact Fred Franklin on the Discord, and you'll be added. Members, he's still going. Just FYI, and he's put a shirt on. He's yelling. He's mad about something, but at least he put a shirt on. I mean, that's
Oh, he wanted to feel a little more official. Plus, he's got a Whitney Houston CD right up there.
yes. he does.
Soundtrack from The Bodyguard.
Oh, he just cut it. That was it.
No bond on this case. It's a commitment to jail. And so
That's our members only.
Bell County has 10 days to come pick you up. If they don't pick you up in 10 days, then you'll be released from here. But you need to, I suspect they'll come pick you up. Okay. You want a court appointed, actually, I guess you don't, it's not relevant since this is a remand.
Some wackadoodle.
Nigel,
So,
you'll find out
okay.
tonight because you're a member.
Do you have any questions? All right. Good luck.
Wow, they cut it. Heading
yeah.
on.
Well, over to visiting Judge Barry.
Judge Barry don't know.
Bail conditions. Turning to the next motion, which is a motion to continue to August 8th.
We don't know yet. It's been 2 seconds, Kierna.
Are we prepared to address that, or
But you're
do you
probably
guys have
right.
anything else to note, or?
Nothing regarding the court's ruling, Your Honor.
It's a
regarding
ginger.
the motion to continue.
Mark McGuire, ladies and gentlemen.
I guess I'm just going to explain why.
Rude.
I am still waiting on documents to be faxed to our office that confirms the exact date. I know those bed dates are hard to get. and
Hello,
it's from the
Christy.
needle. we could be pushed back. And the last thing I want, I think anyone wants, is for Mr. Ray to be sitting in jail when he could be getting treatment. So I'm asking for a short set, just so we can get those documents, get confirmation, get some more information from ACT, maybe come up, get some more information.
He's got a bassy voice, doesn't he?
I think
Oh, yeah.
that's very
Huge
pretty.
balls.
Yes, I understand completely. So is the city objecting to the reset to the 8th?
I'm not, Your Honor. At that time, I guess the defense has that confirmation.
Samantha Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
For the
Looking good.
we released to Karen at the bed date time.
Okay, so noting what defense is represented.
Thought she was just nodding off there for a second.
Additional paperwork, no change in conditions today, but I anticipate it's possibly a motion on that August date, given.
I mean, it looks like she's just shoved in a corner somewhere by the emergency exit, doesn't it?
May or may not grant.
Inside the
Where
gym.
we are.
Stick that flag behind her.
So I've added that language to the court order, granted the request to continue to August 8th. And I'll remind you, sir, to abide by any.
A flasher.
Anything further from either of the parties?
My God.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor, and apologies, my OCourts has just crashed my entire browser, so I have to reload it.
I understand.
All this porn has really just crashed the shit out of the computer.
It's not porn. It's Dave Matthews Band played concert the other night. I wanted to hear the whole thing.
Otherwise, a text search on defendant, order the jail to give him a copy of this court order, and
Wow.
we'll see you back here on the 8th, sir.
What do you got?
Thank you, Your Honor.
What do you got pulled up?
I just wanted us to look real quick. This was
Yeah.
earlier. I don't know anything. I have no context. I just saw this guy come on camera and I felt inspired. So yeah, just wait for the guy to come on camera in the court. I mean, jail. There he is right there. He's very excited.
This must have been the beginning of what we were watching earlier.
He's very excited over there. Yeah. He's busting a groove. I mean, we got any music for this guy? I mean, he looks like he's ready. I mean, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. He's in the jail now. He's in the jail now.
Is there no volume yet?
There's volume. Do you want me to turn it up?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think they're talking about anything.
No one's wearing a mask in the jail, I see.
Yeah,
There's no COVID in the jail?
Oh!
Good.
We're COVID-less in this jail. What do you think he's in for? Blue collar crime.
Trespassing.
He can't
You're the
come
first matter, Mr. Wilson. I'm gonna email you a copy of the evaluation.
Oh, I've reviewed it.
Oh, you reviewed it, okay. And disregard that email that I include the prosecutor on as well. Whenever the court's ready, I'm ready to proceed on Mr. Wilson, Y2103869.
I'm ready.
Okay, and your, this matter is on for a return of a 1077 evaluation. We reviewed it. I think both the parties are asking the court to adopt the findings of it. Defense is asking the court to dismiss because this is a non-serious offense, definite third degree, not even eligible for restoration. Restoration wasn't recommended as well. Even if it were a serious offense, we'd be arguing about that.
Recreation, like in jail, they can't even go out.
Is
that what you're talking about?
whether or not the court's going to order a DCR. I think I do not. I will confirm, but I don't think the evaluation recommended a DCR.
I don't think the evaluation recommended a DCR either.
Wow. This guy's having a
I
time.
think that's the issue that the city and defense would like to be heard on, that we just don't agree on that portion of it.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Chenweller.
Morning, Cynthia Chinwell for CC I'll review the evaluation again. If it was my recollection, I believe it was a little bit on the fence about the DCR, but would be requesting that referral and loss of firearm rights.
I'm gonna add the firearm order right now. Yeah, defendant stipulate that there is a history sufficient for and requiring the firearm order.
Okay. I will adopt the findings of the evaluation. And does the city object to the dismissal?
I don't believe I have a grounds to, no.
Okay.
Let them go. Let them go.
And actually, just 1 minute.
She had to get off camera so she could laugh. Creed, are you tracking down this flasher?
I'm combing through 3 hours and 40 minutes just to see if I can find it real quick. But there's so much going on the screen. It's like.
He definitely does not have Parkinson's. This guy does not have Parkinson's. No.
And Mr. Zeta, can I just ask, is it due to the recent changes in RCW 1077?
I doubt it
Or
because
did I mishear
from this morning.
prior previously?
Yeah, it's not gone.
On other cases, but this is
Yeah.
prior to the change in the law that you felt the DCR.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now because I think the position of the court, and I had no objection to it, is that when a case is dismissed.
Welcome.
Well, then that would mean that he was
This
on
might
at-
help. Under recommendations, the
30 to 20?
evaluator did say the defendant did not present as imminently needing an evaluation by a DCR for civil commitment.
Yeah, but and Your Honor, and
I can't believe they're going to commit this guy over his Parkinson's that everybody says he has.
issue is, I think they may say that, but if the court dismisses the case, I'm looking at.
Is there a requirement?
1077-088, so 1 moment. It was, it's the receiver dismissed. Was in custody.
How dare
Yeah,
they-
so 5B,
Mike, not us.
1077.088 says if the defendant was in custody and not on a conditional release at the time of dismissal, the defendant shall be detained and is sent to an evaluation treatment facility for up to 120 hours if the defendant has not undergone competent
Okay.
restitution.
Okay. Defendant was in custody, not on conditional release at the time of dismissal. The defendant shall be detained and sent to an evaluation treatment for up to 120 hours. Okay, sorry, that sounds like we have to order here.
And they have and so that would be about, so I need to Tuesday to Wednesday.
Except for he's not going to be sent to a treatment facility, right?
But he's got to be ordered to be sent, and whether or not they do that is different. And then they have the expiration of the 72-hour period. Well, a lot of stuff. So I mean, okay, so this is if restoration is, I'm taking this as if restoration is ordered, then the case is dismissed because of unlikely or restoration failed, then I think we're in this situation. Because this is for serious offenses. So this is actually would be getting dismissed under the non-serious. So give me 1 second.
Mr. Wilson, did you have a question?
No.
Okay, sorry, we're just trying to figure out the law. Sorry about that.
Are they sure they deleted it? Because this is like very long. It happened at the very beginning of the day.
Yeah, it must
Okay,
have
so-
happened right. If that's the case. Anyways, that's all right. I'm not going to take any more time to look, but I was just at it too. But nice. We are back in Licking. You want to jump over there? You want to see this one through? What do you want to do?
I feel pretty secure that this guy needs to be put away.
No
doctor.
So Stansbury's not there yet, but Eminem is old Eminem.
Oh, yeah.
So if
And
you
he's
want
his own attorney.
if you want to stay with that until they come back, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, we'll stick with that until he comes.
Just stick
keep
with
an eye
this or
out.
back over to you.
We can jump back over to mine, I guess.
Okay, yeah, let's do
There's some
that.
volume.
I think so. 088 is if it's a serious offense and restoration was ordered and failed, and then it was dismissal or the court found that was unlikely, then the dismissal, my opinion, would require the DCR. This is being dismissed under 084,
right?
Which is, and I guess that would depend on the court's finding whether or not.
I wanted to show, I just went away. I wanted to show you there's two cops there too. This might actually be a pretty good one we're going to get into here in a second. If it would show. Oh, all rise.
They're all rising. We're at perfect timing.
All right, we're on the record in case number 22 CRB 00974, State of Ohio versus Joseph Seymour. You're Mr. Seymour, sir? Yes, sir. And the record should reflect that the defendant is present in the courtroom today.
Well, if it's the 12 o'clock block, then it's still on there.
Cox
If
is here on
that's the
behalf of the
case,
state of
because
Ohio,
it's almost 4 hours
and,
worth of
this
video
matter
there.
comes on for further hearing,
And
having been scheduled
if
for
you
a
do the
trial
math,
in court. The defendant faces 3 charges: domestic violence, obstructing official business, and disorderly conduct. I have a motion to dismiss the domestic violence charge, as well as a waiver of attorney form and a change of plea form on the obstructing and the disorderly conduct. Mr. Cox.
That's
can you
impossible for
address the
them
motion
to delete
dismiss,
a
please?
piece out of a live stream.
Proceed today on the domestic violence charge as Ms. Oni has not appeared for trial.
Mikey, see if you can. See if you can. I couldn't find it, but if you.
I'm gonna go through it. There's 4
Yeah,
hours.
take a look.
I'm
If
just
it
gonna mute
is-
this for a second so I can listen to some of the comments. Hold on.
Thank you. And my understanding, Mr. Seymour, is that it is your intention then to change your pleas from not guilty to guilty on the obstructing and the disorderly?
Yes.
All right. Now, before I can accept your pleas, I need to go over a number of questions with you. I'm not trying to get you to change your mind about how you're proceeding. Just need to verify that you're doing it of your own free will, knowing what rights you'll be giving up and what the potential penalties can be. My first question to you is, do you understand that the maximum penalties that you face for these offenses on the obstructing as a second-degree misdemeanor are that's up to
Okay,
90
I
days
got
in jail
you.
to a $750
I understand.
fine.
So they restarted the
Disorderly,
part
it's
that
up
you're
to 100
talking
days in
about
jail up to
was in there. Yeah, don't bother.
Understand?
Okay, I got you. I
And
understand
you have the
now.
right to be represented by an attorney. If you couldn't afford one, we would give you one at absolutely no cost based up if you were eligible based upon your income and your expenses. The benefit of having an attorney is somebody who can advise you of any defenses that you might have, motions that could be made on your behalf, and in general, try to get you the best possible outcome of these proceedings. Now, I have a form entitled Waiver of Attorney, as I mentioned. It has your name, case number, and a signature of the word defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
Did you review the form?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what it said?
Yes, sir.
And is it your intention to waive your right to counsel?
Yes.
All right. Now, even without a lawyer, Mr. Seymour, you remain presumed innocent, meaning it's the state's burden to
Yes,
prove
sir.
your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And do you realize that you have a right to a trial with a judge or a jury?
Yes, sir.
At the trial, you could exercise your rights both to cross-examine your accusers as well as to subpoena your own witnesses to compel their attendance. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you also realize and understand that you have a constitutional right at trial not to testify, that nobody could force you up onto that witness stand, and if you didn't testify, it wouldn't be held against you in any way?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you plead guilty, you admit to committing the offenses of obstructing and disorderly. The state doesn't have to prove anything for me to find you guilty, and you do waive those other rights we've just discussed. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And I will impose sentence upon you if I accept your pleas here today. Have you been threatened in any way or promised anything to get you to do this?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of anything right now?
No, sir.
And are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
Let me take a quick look at the file, then I'll give you a chance to make a statement if you like. You're not
What did
required
he
to.
do?
Bear with me 1 second, all right?
Look at your sweet tats. Don't tell me if you did anything wrong. Chain on the outside of the shirt. Nice move. Flaunting his wealth.
No lawyer, I see again, because it's looking.
He's declined. He's doing it himself. Wild Bill, good to see you, buddy.
Not really that great to see you, Wild Bill, if you don't understand what's going on here.
I'd already seen that coming.
Wild Bill, this is all on YouTube. Go watch it yourself without 106 other people, okay?
Please
All right,
keep
so
it down.
Mr.
Creed. God's
Seymour,
sakes.
is there anything you want to-
Already made that joke, Kirnoff.
When it came to that night, I was intoxicated.
Mm.
Pretty much don't remember anything. I did talk to my father-in-law the next day, spoke to him and Loretta Oney, which is Natasha Oney's mother. I asked them, did I commit domestic violence? They said no. They said, but I was very, I said a lot of nasty stuff and stuff when I was drunk, and that the cops had to retain me or whatever, take me out the vehicle. So I don't know pretty much what she said. And then I woke up in jail, and I just want to say that if I did anything to you all and say anything, I apologize about that. And that's pretty much it, Your Honor.
Alrighty. Mr. Cox, did the state wish to be heard regarding the matter of sentencing? And I think with the dismissal of domestic, it takes it out of Marcy's law.
That's correct, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I mean, the deputies were dispatched for an allegation of a domestic violence incident. They apprehended.
Yeah, I found it
Seymour who fled
on
back
Reddit.
to the house,
Okay, but
fled back in a cruiser while they were trying to investigate.
yeah, we can't.
Kick the divider, the doors.
That good, huh?
Really interrupting their ability to investigate this scene. There was a lot of just verbal insults being hurled back and forth.
I
which
did, and I
continued
apologize
in
for-
the jail, specifically targeting Deputy Green and his family.
Mr. Bill, this is
in
for you.
Looking through the defendant's criminal history, Your Honor, there's a series of reductions here. I don't know the specifics of those, but out of different jurisdictions, but there is a 2017 OOB, Your Honor, he placed on supervision. Your Honor, kind of, there's difficulty here. I mean, one part of me thinks community service would be appropriate. The other part of me thinks that a flat jail sentence would be appropriate because I don't think he's amenable to any kind of supervision. So I ask the court to take that into consideration. Thank you.
I do.
All
I
right,
mean,
thank
we're here in court. Just for
When's the last time you were on probation, Mr. Seymour?
Last time I was in probation was
What's today?
2013, I believe, for federal.
no, they stopped by real quick, get a chair, and say hi.
Was that out of Franklin County? I mean, I know it was a federal charge, but was it?
Out of the Southern District of Ohio, Franklin County.
So did little Eminem not do much? Just that
A little domestic.
he's a repeat offender, I guess. So that's why we're here, more or less. I'm used to so much more happening than
5 years paper and completed that. But well, they terminated me after 3 years because I paid my fines and then got a job and kept submitting clean urine screens and things like that. So.
Alrighty. Are you employed, Mr. Seymour?
Yes, I work with my father on and off. We just got laid off from a contract. We had to Rolf Construction out of Hilliard, but we start back Monday.
Very good.
I got his number and information if you need to speak to him or something.
No, I don't. There's no claim for damages on the.
No, not to my knowledge, Your Honor. Nope.
I don't think much is going to happen here. Ha! Got him. That's about it. That works. No new shoes, though.
Vans wouldn't allow me to draw them.
All right. If I'm looking this correctly, Mr. Seymour, you're what, 30?
7 and 11 days.
Yeah, almost 37 years old. You got a lot of living underneath your belt, that's for sure. I can understand where the assistant law director is coming from when he states that he doesn't feel like you're amenable to supervision. That's just a fancy way of saying, we don't think you're capable of following the rules of probation, but you're getting to at that magic age where you're going to go one of two ways. You're either going to continue to engage in this type of behavior, you're going to find yourself locked up for a significant period of time, or possibly worse, or you're going to finally realize that you need to make a change in the way you're living your life. And I hope that's the latter. I'm actually going to give you a chance on probation because I think that it would benefit you. I think it would benefit the people around you. And if you embrace it, then I think you come out on the other side healthier, happier. The community's better off because we've addressed the issues while you're sitting here in front of me today. But at the same time, I'll craft a sentence so that if you don't follow through with what we've asked, what I'm not going to ask you to do, there can be a pretty significant consequence. So 90 days on the obstructing, 88 suspended. Credit for the 2 days that you were in before.
Damn it, Marlboro's gone.
Actually, did you post your bond on the day I said it?
Yes, sir, I believe so.
He still remembered.
Gone but not forgotten.
Because you got arrested on a Saturday, I think. Yeah. You saw me on a Monday. I set a cash surety at 10% bond.
In 11 days, Kieran. Yes.
Goodness sakes.
Trademark. Hey, gay boys.
Okay.
Yeah, nice try.
I want to make sure you're getting
bro.
the credit you're entitled to. 00974.
So sorry, Jeanette. I don't blame you for jumping over to YouTube, once in a while.
Let's see. Yeah, you posted your bond that
Things
same
get a
day,
little
so-
dicey
so,
over there.
90 days, 88
weirdos.
suspended, credit for 2 days served, 1 year probation. I'm going to have you undergo a drug and alcohol assessment and follow through with any counseling that's recommended. You're not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or abuse prescription medication. You'll be required to successfully complete a domestic violence program and maintain suitable employment.
Hell yeah,
the fine's going to
Flusher.
be $150. I'll already pay court costs on that. On the disorderly conduct, it's going to be a 30-day jail term.
Somebody
All
got
30
it.
days will be suspended because that's being imposed consecutively to the
Oh,
sentence on
did
the
you?
obstructing official business. Same terms and conditions as far as probation is concerned. $150 fine on that one as well. You'll get some time to pay off your fines and your costs. So I hope you'll embrace it. I think you're kind of running out of chances for anything other than just straight jail time if you keep showing up in courtrooms after this. But
Way to use your
in
wrench,
the best
by the
way
way.
possible. You gotta
Mike, you
hope,
got a
and I hope I never see you again.
Nice
So,
new shiny air wrench from
you got
Snap-on.
118 days. Yeah. All right. I mean, I know that probably is like doing time on your head when you've done 3 years in federal prison, but at the same time,
Wow.
I thought that going to jail is somewhat worse than prison because if you go to prison, I mean, everything's gone. You go to jail, all the things that you had in your life, your job, your housing, relationships, possibly.
I don't think he had any of
you can
those.
lose all those things. So it's either time to buy in or sit in.
Yep.
Any questions?
That's it.
Anything? further?
Whoa.
All right.
Buy in or sit in, Creed. Stansberry dropping quotes.
Dropping effing bombs. Well, hey, let's cut it there.
Yeah, I figured that much.
Yep. We will be back with you 4:05 East for what? It's Florida Friday. That's
And it's Florida Friday already. I can't believe how quickly it is upon us.
it is that time. Appreciate you guys. Monday through Friday, 1:00 East or 1:05 East, somewhere around there, 1-ish. We're never early. You know that much. We do this.
Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge.
Again, don't forget tomorrow at 1:00 Eastern. Whoops. Try to take that down.
I got scared. I thought we had disappeared.
Just got bigger. Anyways, Mikey in Mad Cave.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing it up tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. If you're not in the Eastern time zone,
Figure it
please
out.
do your own math. We're going to be checking out some of the past families that have been on Spied Life, but they're gone now. Why, you ask? I don't know. Reasons that maybe we can delve into. Mad Cave has his inside knowledge. I have a little bit of knowledge from the stuff we've seen. We're going to visit Dina, Shovelface, and M&M family. Sturgis, baby.
Bike week's happening. Look at her
Get it going.
riding on the green hog.
Light your cigarette, babe.
Remember when we caught it perfect timing last year for the
Yeah,
jump?
jumping. Yeah. Look forward to seeing that again this year.
93 degrees in old Sturgis. All right, guys. 4:05 East Florida Friday happening today. And then don't forget, members only. It's gonna be a fun one.
It's gonna be a doozy. Viewer discretion is advised. Still got time to join, so go ahead and do that if you haven't already. And if you haven't liked this video, please take a second and do that. Subscribe to our case only channel. We got a case right there on YouTube. We need your support. We need your help. And yeah, we'll be back soon. Credence.
Bye.
Bye.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm licking it.
Baba Booey.